Hey, good day, folks. In this video, I'll be talking about the labs. So you will be doing the 3 labs. Each has a weightage of 5%. You will be able to find the labs under the assessments and then click onto the test section. And once you're going to click on the test section on the bottom down here, these are the 3 labs which you will be doing. The first one is the projectile motion lab. The second one is the coefficient of friction lab. And the third one is the Hooke's law lab. So this lab, I will highly recommend you to study the chapter number 1 and 2 and then try and do the lab, especially chapter number 2.4. And this lab, I'll recommend you to do once you're done with the chapter number 3. And this lab, I'll recommend you to do once you are done with the chapter number 13.4. 13.4 is where you will be using the concepts, not 13, oh my God, I went into the physics 182. You will be doing this after chapter number 7, 6 or 7, something like that. So 7 most probably. So try and finish that time. All right. Now let's talk about the lab number 1. So for each lab, first of all, you will get the 3 chances to do these labs. So best one will be counted. So in the lab 1, like if there are 19 questions, you end up scoring in the first attempt 14, in the second attempt you score 16, and the third attempt you scored 18. So 18 will be counted as the best one. So now one more thing I wanted to tell you before I start the lab. Sometimes there will be a little bit of an error in your answer compared to the answer given, answer which is feeded into this lab. So for example, if you end up writing answer for a specific question as 0.003 and the answer at the end is 0.0030, if you forgot to put a 0 at the end, don't worry about it. I'll overturn the decision. I will add the mark for you. All right, now let's look into this lab. So I'm going to preview this lab and going to start this lab. This is the first lab for the projectile motion, and you're going to study this. This is the information given to you, and then you will start answering these questions. So projectile motion, most probably if you've already studied the chapter number 2.4, I'm sure you don't need to go through all these things at that time. All right, so now I'm going to start answering this question. Projectile motion is a motion of the object when the object is released or thrown into the air. I think that is true, but don't go by my answer. You have to answer it by yourself. So second one, just let me quickly check whether it is recorded or not. Yes, it is getting recorded. Okay, the projectile motion, gravity has its effect on the object's horizontal, on the horizontal and vertical motion. Gravity has effect on the object's horizontal and vertical motion. So on the horizontal motion, gravity has an impact? No, I don't think so. But for the vertical motion, it has the impact. So I would call it as false. And then the next one for the motion, and you will answer what motion does the projectile experience? Select all. Uniform horizontal motion, I think that is correct. Projectile experience a uniform motion in the vertical direction. I don't think that's correct. Experiences the uniform acceleration motion in the horizontal direction. I don't think that is correct. The projectile experience uniform acceleration motion in the vertical. I think these two are correct. Okay, and then you will answer this question in the upward direction. What is the projectile acceleration in the horizontal direction? I think that is 0, but don't quote me on that. And then this one is negative 9.81. Now, having said that, at the end, it might say only 9.81. So even if you put a negative 9.81 and the system marks it wrong, I'll overturn the decision and I'll add the mark for this one, because I will look into your answers also. Now the simulation in this one, you will click on the simulation. Let me select this, Control C, and then I'm going to paste it down here, Control V, and this opens the PHET simulation. Let me see if you can see that now. I think you can. So it's loading up right now, taking a little bit of a time. Now it opens up, and you're going to play with this simulation and then try to answer these questions. You can move this around, and then you can use the tape measure. You can note down the reading by using this, and then from here you can select whatever object you have to select, and then you can select the components of the velocity and everything. So for example, if I toss it like this, and this you can also move, and you fire a projectile, fire it, and it lands somewhere here. Oh yes, it's so 30 meters in the horizontal direction. You can note down the time, range, and everything by using this one. Oops, I cannot. You have to minimize the screen, and then, oh, now I can. Okay, so you have to minimize the screen to see everything down here. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. And I'll toss the projectile one more time, and down here, if I see what are the values here, you'll be able to see the values. You'll be able to see the values. I'll highly recommend you to look into this simulation, because this will help you to understand the concepts also. You can zoom it out, and now you will be able to see the rest of the readings also. And then you can measure with the tape measure also by using this tape measure. So hopefully you get an idea how you're going to approach this lab. Oops, yes, I think it is getting recorded. And now where I was supposed to be in this one. Now I'm gonna start answering some of these questions. Let me quickly see. Yes, my apologies. I just want to make sure that it is getting recorded. That's why I have to switch over the screens. Now these questions you have to answer, and I'll leave it for you guys to answer some of these questions. They're not that hard, and down here also you will answer these questions. So that's how you're going to attempt these questions. And yeah, that's about the lab 1. Same way you're going to do the lab 2, and same way you're going to do the lab 3 also. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. That's about it from my side. If you have any question, please let me know over the Teams, and I'll see you in another video. Till then, goodbye.